5 courageous Democrats on the other side who stood up to this ridiculous argument that it made sense somehow to shut down the government over an illegal immigration issue that the vast majority of this body would like to do something about anyway. So I want to particularly commend the 5 Democrats who had the courage to stand up to this ridiculous strategy that put their whole party in an incredible predicament, because as the White House just indicated, the president's not going to talk about the issue at all while the government shut down. Made it quite clear. Said, when Democrats start paying our armed forces and first responders, we'll reopen negotiations on immigration reform. So this particular strategy has eliminated the possibility of getting a signature on the thing they shut the government down over. Anybody explain to me this strategy? I'm perplexed. I wasn't first in my class, but I wasn't last either. How does this get them what they're looking for? Well, we'll continue to talk, because when all the games stop, the issues are still there. Every single one of them are still there. The American people expect us to act like adults, to get together and solve the problems.
So we may get another.
Now, I'll be offering an amendment to change the date to February the 8th. We'll unfortunately not be able to get that vote tonight, but I'll be subsequently asking for consent. But at some point here, we'll be voting on February the 8th, and that's the date that the senator from South Carolina, senior senator from South Carolina, and I've been talking about, the Democratic leader and I've been talking about, which begins to move a little bit closer to where our friends on the other side said they wanted to be, but a reasonable period of time that takes into account the State of the Union, party conferences, and just the amount of time it takes to actually write a bill once you have an agreement. I mean, you can't just reach an agreement and snap like your fingers and everything falls into place and you're ready to go. So a reasonable period to first agree and then write and get ready to pass this negotiated settlement that we've been working on for months, February the 8th is a very reasonable time. And so I'm going to give, I hear there's sentiment for that on both sides of the aisle. I hope so at some point. We'll vote on that option. I can't get that vote tonight, but I'm going to ask consent to have that vote tonight. I move, Mr. President, to table the motion to refer.
As for the yeas and nays.
Is there a sufficient second? There is.
Okay, so some developments here on the Senate floor as we see the two sides still very far apart, not voting